Pune is a cultural shock for me. Do you know why? Language changed, people changed, and my name got changed. It's Phani, Funny Vijay. But people in Pune understood as Funny Vijay. And adding fuel to the fire, do you know what funny means in Marathi? My Goan friends who are highly spiritual understood my name as Finny. From then onwards, whenever I introduce myself to the on-site clients, I removed the funny part and just mentioned as Vijay. And they got it as VJ. I stopped pulling my hair on this. Contest share. Fellow Toastmasters and my dear friends, I came to Pune to join Cognizant. During induction, a Hindi-speaking friend asked me, "Wo banda kidhar hai?" Not knowing the difference between banda and bandar, I got it as, "Where is that monkey?" I thought, when you become close to Pune people, they conveniently call you monkey. Wonderful. Same day when I joined my project team, a girl complained about the project manager. वो बंदा मेरा लीव अप्रूव नहीं किया. Why the manager is being called a monkey? Few moments later, the monkey came to the team. The manager came to the team and asked, "कितने बंदे जावा पे काम किए?" Do monkeys work on Java? Maybe. Big companies, right? Too much competition. With all these weird experiences, I still love the city. Do you know why? There are beautiful girls like you everywhere. But everybody is taken. So, during an office party at Cognizant, I went to a lady and complimented her with integrity. That she was very beautiful. She told, "Funny, it's so nice of you. Why can't you explain the same to my husband?" In Pune, it is difficult to find if a woman is single or not. In Andhra, married women wear a toe ring. Toe ring. Here it's not mandatory. And those few women who wear the toe ring, when they step outside, they wear socks as well. Adding to the mystery, they should give some clarity, right? However, Puneri women are smart enough to know if a guy is married or not. Do you know what they ask? "Honey, with whom do you stay?" Please bold. Looking at my struggle to find my future wife, my Puneri friend told, "Funny, today's girls predominantly need 3 things: food, clothes, and depreciation." So I went to a railway station to get the book Learn Hindi in 30 days. Later, I went straight to the gym and asked the gym trainer which machine should I use to impress girls. Then he showed something outside the gym. ATM machine. At that time, I was a millionaire. Nil account balance. My Puneri friends think all South Indians are Madrasis. A true Madrasi never speaks Hindi even if he's hung upside down. But an Andhraite can marry a girl who speaks any other language or doesn't even speak at all. if he gets enough dowry. There is a hidden Gucci in every Andhraite. No, I'm not saying about myself. I didn't receive any dowry from my in-laws. Nothing at all. They gave only 2 double-bedroom flats. But he never complained. Do you know why? I love getting married. Yes, I love getting married. Because it's so great to find that one special person whom you want to irritate for the rest of your life. I have been annoying my wife by not confirming on Facebook that we are married. Men don't need to update their marital status. No need at all. Because everything, each and everything is revealed by the Tupperware tiffin box. 2016 marks my 10th year in Pune. I now dedicatedly jump the traffic signals, which is a birthright in Puneri. Do you know what is the other birthright? It also happens to be the only free service that Puneris offer. Sarcasm. Sarcasm is in every Puneri's hemoglobin. Pune gave me everything. It gave me wonderful friends who are crazy, insane, eccentric, and weird. They are called Toastmasters. The only thing that I lost in Pune completely, whitewashed, is I'm fine with that. But what I'm more worried and more depressed, more dejected is for a simple clean shave of the salon guy still charges me the price of a haircut. Pune is funny, seriously funny. Contestant.